Hey guys, so in this tutorial we are going to learn how to schedule a Lambda function execution. For example, if you want to execute a Lambda function at a particular given time, or if you want to execute it every 1 minute, then you can make use of a scheduler. So let's check it out how to schedule a execution of Lambda function in this tutorial. So let's get started. So here is a Lambda function being created. So let me go to Lambda page. Else I can go to source console and let me go to Lambda service, and you can see there is a Lambda function being created. So I have named it as a Lambda function itself. Okay, so here to schedule it, you can just go to this add trigger button given over here. So just go there, and from this drop down you must select EventBridge, and as you can see there is a feature called as schedule. From this we are going to make use of it. So just attach it, and here you must create a new rule because there is no existing rule. So I'm going to create a new rule for me. So I will just name it anything. You can just name it as per your project need. So I will just name it as event. Okay, so the main thing over here is for scheduling you can make use of this schedule expression. So in AWS there are two kinds of expression that you can make use of to implement a schedule. So one is by making use of rate, and one is by making use of cron job. Okay, so let me explain you what is rate and what is cron job. Okay, so here rate is something that you can directly define, something like if you want to execute a Lambda function after every 1 minute, or so it is not, it do not support 1 minute. Maximum you must give time as 5 minutes in rate. Okay, so if you want to execute after every 5 minutes, you can just give something like rate 1 minute. Okay, so this is the expression you must provide. And if you want 5 minutes, sorry, I said that 1 minute is not possible. Minimum is 5 minutes you need to give for rate operation. Okay, so after doing this your Lambda function will execute after every 5 minutes. Okay, so suppose if you want to execute a Lambda function every 1 minute, then it is not possible by this rate. So for this we can make use of cron. So let me show you how we can make use of it. So here the syntax will be cron opening bracket, and here comes the parameters. So here there are 6 stars. Okay, so let me explain each and everything for you. Okay, so here you can see the first star means the minute, the second star is hours, third star is day of the month. Okay, and fourth star is month, and fifth is date of the month. Okay, and the last one is the year. Okay, so this is how you can provide it. Okay, so now I want to execute this Lambda function after every 1 minute. So what I can do is I can just give star over all the stars, and it will just execute after every 1 minute. Okay, so now yeah. Okay, so here day of the week I will just give as question mark. So it means that you are going to ignore this parameter. This is second last parameter. Okay, so now doing this it will execute our Lambda function every 1 minute. Okay, so now suppose if you want to give a specific minute, for example after every 20 minutes you want to execute it, so you can just give it as like this. Okay, so by default we are going to give star, or else you can just give as 1 to execute after every 1 minute. So I'm going to give it as star itself. Okay, so now suppose if you want to execute the Lambda function after at a particular hour, for example you say at 5, so you can just at the second parameter you can just give 5 over here, and this will execute our Lambda function at after every 5 hours. Okay, so now suppose if you want to execute at 5:30, let's say at 5:30, and then you can just make use of minute parameter, and this will execute as 5 at 5:30. Okay, and if you want to learn more about this you can just Google it, and or else you can just watch this documentation and read it. Okay, so I want to execute our Lambda function after every 1 minute. So what I will do is I will just give star over here. Okay, so just for this tutorial, and I will just add this trigger. Okay, so trigger has successfully been added to this Lambda function. So after sometimes it will just start triggering. Okay, So now suppose if you want to edit it, you can just go to this rule that you have attached, and you can see, or you can verify it if your expression is correct or no. So you can see over here, the next 10 trigger will be shown over here. So you can see today's date is 20 October 2023. The time in UTC is 16 2. So you can see this is one execution, this is second execution, this is third execution, and you can see there is 1 minute gap being applied to this trigger event. Okay, so now, okay, so this function will is the default code, that is the body of a body object body. Okay, so this is the response I get. Okay, so now if you want to check if our event is getting triggered every 1 minute or no, you can just search over here clock watch. Okay, so just go over here, and you can get the list of the triggers that you have applied by making use of CloudWatch. Okay, so let me go to dashboard. No, yeah, so log group I can go. Okay, so to this log group, you can see this is the event that I have attached, and you can check out the logs from here. Yeah, okay, so yeah, so that's all for this video tutorial. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. Protocol Point. Thank you.